Rob, and welcome to Axel's Garage. We're in Bowie's Creek, North Carolina, doing a remote fix on Jeff here, which is Steven's Avalanche, and it's filthy. But Steven said he put his window down and he heard crunching. And he was worried that his window shattered in the thing, but it didn't. It went back up again, and I said, don't touch it, because that crunching sound. There goes the golf balls. Gotta get you golf balls.
I forgot it was in my pocket.
So that crunching sound, and I'm gonna take off this this top panel first. Pops out, and then it's got a little dicky here. That crunching sound is usually the cables coming undone, or the spring sheath unraveling. This one goes in this way and pops in. This door panel was off fairly recently, if you remember back in another episode, when we did his switches. All right, that's just a little trim cap, and I believe on this side is a Christmas tree. Yep, not a trim cap. All right, so now we got a Torx. Oh, I did bring Torx with me too. Let me get that. I brought Torx because I just had a feeling, because I know this is a 2005, but all of these door panels are just a little different depending on what year. And we've had a couple of 03s, an 04. We have two 2005s right now, and they're different. Both 2005s are different, which is a little odd, and I think these are 8s. I think right there underneath the handle here, if you can see that. You see that? See all that one there? All right.
Yeah.
That one right there. I believe it's an 8. I'll let you know. Nope. 7. Actually, the window motor on Ginger so the window motor on Ginger, which is Michelle's 2003 Suburban, that's that maroonish red one. That one
with a good transmission.
Slow, right? Yeah. So that one is slow. This one comes out just like that, and what I do is I set it up on the dish just like that, so I know how it's got to go back in. It was slow, so I ordered a window motor for that one, and it turns out that the window motor for that one that we never put in, it's been sitting on the shelf in the garage, is the same exact one for 2005. So we lucked out there. We had one in stock. And I brought that down with some tools. We're only making a pit stop here in North Carolina. We drove down from New York. We dropped off a boat. You would think that there's no food in North Carolina because the amount of food that my wife packed to bring here. But I'm doing the door. So 1, 2, 3 are the only bolts. Christmas tree clip over there on this. This is an 05 Avalanche door. Your results may vary depending on which year, make, model of door, but once the fasteners are off, this is just going to come up like that and then out. And just remember here, now you got wire connections on this side. So once it's out, okay, we're gonna do our wire connections. This is an aftermarket light. Usually you would just be able to unplug the wire, but because this is an LED aftermarket, we got to do that. Otherwise you could just pull the bulb out, and then you have your connections on your door switch right over here, which they're all little push tabs. Can you even see in this?
I see.
So you gotta I feel like we just did this.
About a month and a half ago.
Good.
point.
Oh, this doesn't have a thing. I'm fighting with it for no reason. All right, so these things are usually it's not in all the way. These things are usually screwed in, but the screw's broken. That's why you don't remove this and undo the wires first. But a lot of them, if they've been taken out, that screw is broken, so it's only held in by that. So you can do it either way, it's fine. But once you get the door panel off and disconnected, we're gonna peel back our moisture barrier, or whatever you might want to call it. All right, some people say to remove this door handle. I don't remember the last time I did this, whether I removed the door handle or not. But all right, I think I can make it work with this access. These are the bolt holes that we got to get to get to this one here, this one here. 1, 2. You see a little hanger there. That one down there, and then over here, it's going to be this one. And we're going to follow it straight down. It's going to be this one. And I thought there was one in the middle.
One right here.
Yeah, I'm going to have to cut this around the speaker, which is all right. We'll just tape it up when we're done, rather than take the speaker out. So 1, 2, 3. Here's the crunching noise that you heard, which was just this winding up. No big deal. Doesn't look like. Not really all that concerned about the whole vapor barrier thing. Just get it out of your way. When we put it back up, we'll use some tape and tape it so that it stays in place. They're all going to be 10 millimeters. And it's hanging. If you see, where was I pointing? Right here. You see this little clip here? It's hanging on there. There's one on either side. This one's here. So the whole window regulator or motor unit is hanging, and then it's bolted in. So we could go just straight to pulling out. Our 6 bolts. Like I said, I don't think I've done one of these since I've done one of these since the old gray Suburban. So now down here you have a little Y connector, and you just want to unplug it, because now everything is loose except for where it's attached to the window. So right here and right here are 2 little like clamshell clamps that grab the bottom of the window. There and there. When the window is up, you can get at them with a socket. If the window is partially down, you might have to fish up there with a 10 millimeter open end or something to get them loose. And all you got to do at that point is crack them loose. Now, just one thing that we're going to need is some tape or a window hanger suction cup, which I don't have. Because what's going to happen is once I loosen the window, right now the window is clamped into these 2 clamshells, and the weight of the window is hanging on these hooks. So once I go to take the regulator out, the window would fall. So what you want to do is, they make like suction cups with like a bungee that one goes on either side of the window, or you could just use some tape. So you put a good amount of tape on the glass, come over the top, and then on this side put a good amount of tape. And I just do it in 2 spots like this, just to hold the glass in place. It doesn't weigh a ton. As long as you got good surface area on the glass, like that. That'll hold that glass up. And now 10 millimeter, I can loosen. You see, as soon as I loosened it, it sort of fell off the glass. I'll do the same thing on this side. And I'll loosen. And that's going to be off the glass now. So now I can take this and I could slide it out of the little bracket. And then on this side, I could do the same thing. We're going to go up and then down. And you sort of fold this contraption in half. And you got to flop it right out the bottom of the door.
Yeah, it's broken.
All right, what's falling off are the parts that hold the bracket on. This is what holds the glass on. There's your little clamshell. All right, here's the cable. This cable completely snapped. All right, and that's our junky old one. And now I'll go get a rag and I'll get our new one. So here's our new one. It comes with the little cradles for the glass. It's in the almost all the way down position. All I'm doing right now is it's not a 10 millimeter like the original one is. This is a Cardone remanufactured one, which is a halfway decent brand. So I'm just seeing what socket fits it. All right, it's an 8, and what I'm going to do is just loosen it just a touch while it's out. So I know I can slide the glass in. We're going to sort of scrunch it up, put it in, and then stand it up. And then right here is the little hook. And right here is the little hook that's going to sit in that groove and hold it in place until we get everything settled. So what I'm going to do is come in through this big opening. I'm going to lay it in. Right, and then you're just going to stand it up. Alright, now that I've got it standing up, I'm going to look for my little hook there. There it is. I'm going to come over here and look for my little hook on this side. Where is it? There it is. I got my little hook there, holding it, and now it's in place. So what I could do now is I can grab my 6 bolts and I could just get them started. This way I know that everything is lined up. Come on this side. One. Grab this. Find where the hole is. See how you got to give it a little force sometimes to get it to line up. So that's why you get it started by hand, just a little bit at a time, and then on the bottom. Okay, now they're all in. I'm going to give them a little snug. Nothing crazy. I'll give them a final tighten by hand at the ends. Okay, so now we got the regulator in place. So now we need to bring it up. We need to bring the 2 clamshells, or whatever you want to call them, the things that hold the glass. We want to bring them up to the windows. So what we got to do is plug our window motor in. Now I don't know how much of this window motor needs to get plugged in. This goes in like this, so it's going to be like this. Might just be this one, but we'll see. Turn the ignition on, and let's see if, no, we need more. We need more. So let's see if, huh? One of my colleagues? Still need more. Blue. Still need more. Oh, I'm a dummy. I didn't plug the motor in.
Oh yeah, that's a good start.
So
That is a good start.
the motor wasn't plugged in. So I wonder if we need all these? Let's see. Let's unplug them and find out. I think we just need this one. What do you think? Take your bets?
In the top one.
No.
In the top one.
You think the top one? The top one's mirrors.
I feel like it might be some kind of master.
Nah, top one's mirrors. Let's go with this one. Blue? Nope. Black?
Try to just use the...
No, we need the top one. Wow. Okay. So plug them in. All right, that's down. That's up. So what we want to do is we want to bring it
Right, you can
to
see
where
it
the glass is. You can almost see it, right?
Yeah.
All right. I want to make sure it's lining up. Give it a little tap there. Okay. This one's on the glass. All right. So what I'm going to do is I want to make sure that that's loose. So I'm just going to do it by hand. Now we want to run it all the way up. Okay. Now it's all the way up. The glass is all the way up. These things are all the way up, and now we got to tighten this. This is what I don't like. I don't know how tight you're supposed to make them. And I searched and searched and tried to find like a torque spec for it. I couldn't find one. I'm just doing it by feel. I mean, you could keep going forever, I think. I just... Look in the insert there, Steve-O. Maybe the insert says how tight to make it. I doubt it.
Replacement time is under 2 hours. We beat that.
Oh, yeah, this is like a quick half hour, 45-minute job. All right, so while Steve was looking at that, I'm just going to go to all those 10 millimeters, and I'm going to give them a hand tighten.
It just says tighten securely, but do not over tighten the glass.
Yeah, tighten securely, but do not over tighten. That's great.
Well, you'll know you over tighten it when it breaks.
Yeah, that's the problem. The only thing, it doesn't require the motor itself and the tracks are good that you just put in as far as lubrication goes. If you want to lubricate something, you got your sliding felts while the door is apart, and you can use a little silicone spray on that, which is what I am going to do before we button everything up. But let's just take this tape off so that it's not on there too long and you don't leave residue. And we're just going to check function again.
Nice.
Goes down nice. Goes up nice. All right, so the only thing I'm going to do is grab some silicone spray, and I'm going to spray it in the tracks, anywhere where the window rides. I don't know how long the track is down here. I'm feeling for it. This is the switch. This is the window track itself. I guess I should get a light and take a look with a light. Let me get the spray.
Could it?
So that's going to follow all the way down. And that will as well. And now
Yeah, I made it to the bottom. It's stroking.
All right, so I lubricated the tracks. I also lubricated these little plastic things with a lock rides through. I sprayed a little silicone on the mechanisms over there. I'll spray a little on this over here while we're in there, just so that everything has a little bit of lube. All right, the adhesive on here is usually fairly decent. It'll re-stick again depending on how old it is. If not, you can put a rag, you can put some tape. You're not going to see it because the door panel will cover it up. But we're gonna go with it just like that. Little clips that gotta go in. So you gotta go up, hold it up and straight. Make sure all the clips are in, and then when you push down, they lock into place. 3 hands would be perfect, but you could do it with a knee and 2 hands. And now I'm in on the bottom over here, I'm in on the top over here. And there we go. Now I'm in everywhere. And you know you're down enough if you can see your hole there, and if you can see your hole there, which I got my hole there. I'm connected everywhere, so I can take my Christmas tree clip, pop that in. All right, this guy hooks down from the bottom, snaps in like that. Okay, right over here I got that plastic piece with a little short 7mm. That. Sure the lock works. Then I got my long. That one. That gets a little cap on it. Which is a pain in the ass to put on there. Yeah. Got it. Now, remember the switches, if you didn't have a broken one, like almost every vehicle that's had a door panel apart, these break, then you would have to put this in, put the screw in through that hole that holds this in place and plug it in from the back. But because we got a broken one, we can just turn around and plug these guys in. This one has got like a bail clip that holds it in. All right. The green one, they're all labeled too, green, blue, black, so it's really idiot proof, and they only do stick in to one or the other. Like the green won't go in the blue slot, just doesn't fit. So now this, you have to sort of see this clip you want to get in there, so you kind of gotta bend and shimmy it and bang it in place. But once it's in place, it'll hold itself in place. What happened to my thing?
What thing?
Oh, it fell. My lock unlock.
Oh.
All right, so mine fell, so my orientation is wrong. So if you look at the other door, right, you can see that the orange or the red is on the back side, so you know. And then you look at this and you can see you got a big nipple there and smaller ones there, so you know it's got to go in like this. And you want to make sure that that goes into here like that. So you kind of like put it in the middle a little bit, slide that in the front like that, and then make sure it works. Okay. Now we got this piece here, which has got the plastic tongue there. So that's what's got to go in first. So it slides in, and then the rest of it snaps in. And lastly, we have our light, which I should be able to grab the wire.
I swear.
That would really suck, wouldn't it?
I would just say I'm not having the light. I don't need the light.
Where did it go? Oh no.
We don't need the freaking light.
No! I saw it!
So I said, Let's put the light in.
What do you do?
No, you lost the wire.
So we, like, you know, take it apart all over again. Are we still rolling?
Yep.
Yeah, well, see, this is what happens. This is real life.
I said it.
I know you said it, but I thought I saw the wire there. I thought I saw it. Ugh.
Back there, Stevie.
Sit out. We don't have time to sit out. We walk in the door at 6:30 every day and sit on the couch. Not even. Some nights we just go straight to our room.
I mean, this is... You ain't getting any more real life than this, right, Steve?
Yep.
What's that saying? We do it right because we do it twice?
I got it.
And it was there. It wasn't behind the plastic. Shit, we should have tried to fight harder to find it. I hate one of those.
Where are these from?
You could put those in your car.
I'm not gonna film mine.
I've already had to drive around with people in the bed of my truck.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Look.
Is that what? Took
Of course, you got the panels on.
I just threw the panels in the bed. And they just sat on the panels.
You don't want to put too much lube there because then it'll get on the glass. So you want the lube to be in the channels, you know? Oh, shoot.
Triangle.
Got one more bolt.
In the bolt. Christmas tree.
Christmas tree I never took out on that side. Yeah. Speed walked it. Cap. All right. That's all mileage, so I can write it down in my book. 244, 629. 244, 629. Write that in the book, Rob. Talking to myself now.
From the future or the past.
All right, so that's it. Pretty easy. Jeff's looking good. A little dirty, Steve-O. Come on, look at the wheels. What are you riding through red mud?
That lot.
Oh, okay. All right, well, that's it. Window motor. Real easy on these GMT-800 trucks, whether you got a Suburban, an Avalanche, a pickup. They're real easy, straightforward, unless you forget something like me and you got to take the door panel off twice. Hey, do it twice, do it nice. I'll link everything in the description below. And from Bowie's Creek, North Carolina, thanks for watching.